People, welcome to the live stream, Chicago Bears Central. We're live streaming, talking about the schedule that was just released, how we feel about it, some of the matchups. We're gonna go through the games one by one. Um, man, listen, this schedule, this schedule, this schedule is a doozy, man. First of all, they knew they was doing something when they put us against Green Bay in the second game of the season.
They keep doing that. They keep doing it.
They know exactly what they're doing when they do some shit like that. But let's start off with it from the beginning. We got 49ers for the first game of the season. First, too, I don't know if you guys noticed, besides the primetime games that the Bears have, every game that the Bears play this season is at noon Chicago time, which is wild. Like, I mean, I'm glad that it's earlier in the day because then we get to do our post-game live streams pretty early, but I was expecting a couple of 5 p.m. start times up in there, but no, they said noon every single time.
They calling us trash.
Yeah, that's exactly
basically what they do.
That's exactly what that is. But first game, 49ers. How do you guys feel about opening the season up against the 49ers?
Oh, man.
At least it's at home.
It's going to be at home. I guess we'll have the advantage there. September 11th game. You know, they might not have
4 months away from the season starting. 4 months. That's crazy.
Debo Samuel. He might not be playing that day with the San Francisco 49ers. I think they're going to march Trey Lance out there. I think we might have a chance to win. But I'm gonna have to go and be real with myself. And San Francisco probably got the upper hand in that matchup in that first game. But we got a chance to win, though.
Yeah, we got a chance to win it. Bobby, how you feel about it?
I think it's gonna be a crazy matchup, to be honest with you. I think the Bears defense is gonna be better than a lot of people expect. I think it's gonna be a close game with the possibility of becoming a victory, depending on how the Bears start looking. I don't want to make no clear cut, decision on if it's gonna be a win or loss. But I think that the matchup is gonna be pretty good, simply because they got Trey Lance coming out there. And then we still don't know about Debo Samuel. They still got a good offensive coach with a great scheme. So I still got to see what the Bears working with. So game one, it's just a toss up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a better feeling on win-loss, I guess, after the preseason, at least seeing what this team looks like a little bit, how they come together. But we may not see cohesion to this team about midway through the season. But then second game of the season, on TV, Sunday Night Football, primetime game.
Keep doing this to us, bro.
The Green Bay Packers against the Chicago Bears, 7:20 p.m. Chicago time. That game's going down. This is going to be the first big test of this team, this new team. Man. And it's coming early into the season. And I'm surprised they put us on Sunday Night Football against the Green Bay. I know it's a historic matchup, but they didn't respect us almost any other time in this schedule. It's like they just wanted to see us get massacred live, but I'm trusting that the Bears defense is going to show up in this game. What do you think about that second game of the season?
Ooh, they love to do this to us, man. But you know what? I think the Bears come out and play a really strong game. They're going to be hyped up all training camp for this very game. They're going to have this game targeted. But guess what? I still think they take a L in this game. They got that bad man over there, Aaron Rodgers. I hate him, but I respect him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fair statement.
But hey, we got to get a nod until we do it. I got to keep it real and say that's probably going to be maybe our first L right there. This maybe be our first L.
I think it's going to be a game challenge just to simply go against them. But I think that the Bears would still be in the mix for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm too damn optimistic at this point. But I just think that the loss of Devontae Adams and the lack of cohesion between it's going to be Christian Watson. You got old-ass Randall Cobb. And then they kept Lazard. Not some really good names in my opinion. I believe Christian Watson has a lot of upside. But you know what I'm saying? We don't know, but they do still have a good, solid running game behind Aaron Jones and Dylan back there. So it's going to be a tough-ass game. But, yeah, the NFL, can y'all stop doing this to us, please? Like, it seemed like the last 3 or 4 years, either week 1 or week 2, we playing Sunday night against the Packers, and it don't be good because I just can't handle it right now.
I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. Shout out to the comment section. We got Smear16 in building saying people are saying the Lions are better than us. Listen, we
Stop
cooking.
that.
I'm saying I'm going on record. We cooking the Lions this season.
Come on, man. It's the Lions, bro.
Yeah. I mean, come on,
Stop
man.
that,
They're gonna
bro.
find a way. They're gonna
It's
find
the
a way.
Lions, bro. They're gonna play hard and then they're gonna bite somebody kneecap and it's over. Game over.
There you go. Week 3 at home against the Texans. How you guys feeling about this game?
Oh man, I think the Bears go in and they play a terrific game against the Houston Texans. We know the Houston Texans. I think they got a rookie quarterback coming in, or the second-year quarterback.
Yeah, Davis Mills.
I don't think they're gonna have enough. I put them in lines with the Detroit Lions. They don't really have a chance against us. I'm gonna give us. That's a blowout win for us. That's a dub.
Oh, you're saying a blowout win?
They gonna blow them boys off the map.
Okay.
They gonna blow them up.
I think I like the matchup. I think that's when the Bears gonna really start slowly start trending towards figuring out who they really are. So I think that's gonna be like that first step of seeing some like real good progression amongst the entire team, not just individual players. So I like that matchup, and I'll go out on the limb and say that'll be a dub for sure.
Okay. How long, like, do you think the offense comes together before the defense? Because I'm looking at this first 3 games, and I'm thinking that Green Bay game is going to be a big test to see how our new secondary is really going to look against a marquee quarterback. But I think that's a good early test for them. And I say coming into the Texans after playing against Green Bay, our secondary is going to come in and be like, hey, listen, we can get into the second-year quarterback's head.
Hey, damn, I agree with that. They absolutely are going to be tested in that second game of the season against Green Bay. I think they learn a lot of lessons from that. That's probably the best quarterback in the league. I don't think so. I'm just going to say that, Patrick Mahomes. But in the Houston Texans, you should see a much better defensive group against the Houston Texans. That's one of the reasons I say they're going to blow these guys out. Because the defense will be a little bit tested. You know, with San Francisco is a very good offense. They do it a different way than Green Bay. So they're going to have two sides. They're going to see two different schemes. And I want to see how they react to both of those. So,
okay. Next up, week 4, New York Giants Sunday. This is another noon game at New York, though. For us or for New York?
For New York, it's the Giants. They go smash the Giants. This is going to be another New York Giants is going to be another good game played by the Chicago Bulls. Look out for Justin Fields to have a big game in this game right here. I'm thinking like 2 to 3 touchdowns in this game. And then we on a winning streak right here. This is a 2-game winning streak. I'm counting on right here.
I believe that'll be the start of a 2-game winning streak. Back to what you said about the San Francisco 49ers, the defense, I believe they're gonna come along much faster than the offense. That's just me. I keep in mind that they got a defensive head coach, and then I think they got a lot of good veteran leadership up and down, you know, that defensive side of the ball, to where, and like stars, you know what I'm saying, on that side of the ball. So they're going to see that offensive scheme right there in San Francisco. Then you go into Green Bay to where you see a similar scheme to what the Bears are going to run. And then I just think that that's when they're going to start to gel a little more. They're going to start smelling themselves, as our old grandparents say. And I think they're going to start getting on the road right up and down.
Okay. All right. Week 5, Minnesota. That's a dub.
That's a dub. We can handle, man. We've been handling Minnesota lately.
Come on, that's a dub.
That's a dub. I'm gonna give them a dub.
So we're saying right now that the Bears could possibly be on a 3-game winning streak when they face Minnesota week 5. If that happens,
nice to see.
That would be amazing. Listen, we're gonna be riding high. I'm gonna be in this motherfucker in the post game shows taking shots of tequila because a 3-game winning streak with the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna be so happy, it's gonna be ridiculous. But looking at that Minnesota game, I do think that kind of what you guys said, I think a lot of this is where we start seeing things carry over. This is where we start seeing some of the players who are out on prove-it deals start getting in rhythms. It's where we see the offense, maybe with Kmet, the wide receivers really start getting into a rhythm, and Justin Fields truly start feeling comfortable with the weapons that he does have. We know he needs better weapons, or we hope at some point he gets better weapons. Shout out to Julio Jones possibly being on the Bears' radar. But I do think that this is where we do start seeing that offensive cohesion come. We start seeing Justin Fields be a little bit more comfortable as long as he can stay upright. And I say this game against Minnesota, the Bears come in and they do their goddamn thing.
Yeah. Okay. We universally agree with that.
If they was to bring in Julio, I don't think it's a bad idea. But do not pay that man. You definitely shopping at Walmart for him. Come on now.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a 1-year deal. First of all, it's going to be a 1-year deal. I don't see them giving him anything deal. A long term. Yeah.
That hamstring been jelly these last few years. Come on now. Been jelly.
So, but yeah, I definitely look at that Minnesota game, and I think that's going to be a dub. I'm calling that as a dub.
I'm calling that a dub too. I got 3-game winning streak heading to the next one. I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Bobby, did you get to talk about the Minnesota game?
I think not really, but I think the Minnesota game will be solid. I think it'll be fun to see. I don't really like Kirk Cousins. Is he all right? He all right, above average quarterback. But the Bears, they are known over the years to get some pressure on him and mess him up a little bit. I see the same thing happening.
Okay. All right. We got the Commanders in week 6. Thursday night football on this one. 7:45 start time. Come on.
Now visualize this, guys out there. The Bears riding high. 3-game win streak. And here come a tough team, Washington Commanders. That's a tough team offensively and defensively. Guess what the Bears do? They go in there and win a close game. I'm got the Bears winning this game in a close game.
Now, C-Dubb, I got because before we started, you said you got the Bears winning about 5 games. So you got them going on a 4-game win streak.
Hey, follow me.
Thought they were going to win 5 games.
Follow me, though. Follow me.
I'm just saying. Listen, if you still hold on to that 5-game win prediction, I don't want them to win 4 games in a row and then
I gotta keep it 100.
Come on, man. I don't need to see that like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm on the opposite side. I think that's a loss, bro. That defense ain't no joke. That defensive line is not no joke. Chase Young, you got Sweat, and then they upgraded and brought some pieces in. They got Carson Wentz. Don't get me wrong. I am not about to say that this man is an awesome quarterback, but he okay, and now he got crazy pieces. So they got a good coach over there too. So I just don't. I think it's gonna be an L for that.
Are we saying that this is the first? Is this going to be the first big test on how that new offensive line can protect Justin Fields?
Well, you can't. Well, going back a little bit, you can't forget about Green Bay either, because it seemed like they always rushing the hell out. Yeah. And then the first big test, if that's the question, is San Francisco. We can't forget about Bosa over there. You know what I'm saying? He's still a monster. Ooh, so this offensive line gonna be testing. There's gonna be a lot of look, man. Hey. It's gonna be a lot of people gonna have to earn their checks game 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this offensive line is we gonna know what we got in this offensive line, and I can't wait to see it because listen, it's either gonna be Justin Fields being comfortable and calm or being in oh shit mode the whole season. But the next one, week 7. First of all, they put us on Monday Night Football against the New England Patriots. Listen, come on. If y'all just want to see us get massacred on national TV, just say that.
Because that's definitely what's going to happen.
This is gonna be an ugly game. Because that kid, he's special. He remind me of Tom Brady, that Mac Jones kid. Belichick, he feasts on young quarterback. He absolutely eats them for breakfast. They're going to take away our number 1 weapon. That's definitely going to be an L. I ain't going to say definitely, but it looks like an L coming up against. Listen, I'm willing to say this right now. If the Bears win against New England on Monday Night Football in week 7, we going to the playoffs. I don't give a damn what we like. I'm telling you right now. If we win, we gonna be a wild card in the playoffs. I'm telling you right now. If we win that game against New Orleans, I know people are gonna be listening to this saying Haize didn't smoke whatever pack he didn't smoke.
That boy came in.
But I'm telling you right now, if the Bears win, I don't expect them to win. I'm not calling this as dub. I'm calling this as an L. But with that being said, if the Bears, do you know how many eyes that would open? First of all, the Bears only have 3 nationally televised games this season.
Yes.
if the Bears on Monday Night Football beat New England, we know it's not the same level as Tom Brady when he was on the Patriots, but if they beat the Patriots on Monday Night Football in one of the few televised games that they have, that's going to open the whole national media. You're going to see conversation around the Chicago Bears, at least for that week. We can go right back down against Dallas the next weekend, but you're going to see the national conversation at least for a while. I guarantee you the national conversation around the Bears switches to, hey, they're a pretty good, scrappy young team down there in Chicago.
Yeah.
Man, that'll be a sight to see. Look.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears on all national televised games. Please do not embarrass us. I am not trying to have the same anxiety I went through for the last basketball season. Please, no embarrassments on national TV. Come on, man.
But this is clearly a showcase game for Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. They want the league wants them to look good on national TV, so they think they have an easy victim in the Chicago Bears.
I tell you what, it may not be as easy. If that secondary comes together the way some people are saying that this Bears secondary can come together, it may not be as easy. They'll still get a victory. It may not be as easy of a night's work as they're going to come in thinking. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, that'll be really good.
Secondary better come together.
Show better. I tell you that.
Number 2
all the hype that's been
come together.
Yeah, for sure. Next game, Week 8, Dallas.
Ooh, that's an L, brother. I like Dallas. On Halloween, baby.
On the real. They gonna be laughing like Michael Jackson was at the end of Thriller. It's over.
I never been a Dallas Cowboy fan.
We don't like them.
But I can't deny it. I can't deny the talent they got on their team. Just overall, they're just a better team than the Bears. I think this should be a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. I like Prescott at quarterback. I like their weapons at the receiver position. It's gonna be tough trying to beat these guys. And where we at? We in Dallas too. It's gonna be real tough on that turf, big guys.
It's gonna be tough, but hey, Eberflus, just make Mike McCarthy think he might do something stupid. That's all I'm gonna say.
He do that sometimes in the playoffs. He don't.
Just do something weird out there. Throw a coverage out there that you ain't played all season. McCarthy be like, wait a second, what just happened?
Time out.
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, what did they just do? So just do something like that.
Yeah, put somebody out there. Just do something outrageous. He gonna get
or throw big words at him. That's what you gotta do. Like just throw the jumbotron, just throw big words at him. He may get confused and start running off. Week 9 against the Dolphins.
Oh, guys.
Hey. The Dolphins are improved, man. They got a lot of good weapons out there. And then they got the Penguin. He going to be out there doing his thing. And they got Cheetah. Who the hell fast enough to stop Cheetah? Hey, they going to keep it short because Tua ain't got he can't drive the ball like that, goddamn. So,
this is true.
Look, it's going to be a tough fall game. And look, y'all remember in 2006 when the Bears went to play Miami and we looked like hot shit?
Yeah.
I just think the Miami Dolphins got odd numbers for some reason. So I don't like this matchup.
It's those ugly ass uniforms. I think they just completely throw this, because in Chicago we simple people. Like we keep it very. When we get flashy, But those Dolphins uniforms always. I've never seen a Miami's Dolphins uniform that I've liked. No version of they uniform I've ever liked. This is the ugliest uniforms in the world. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This is going to be one of those games where we got a young team, man. And it's hard to predict wins and losses when you're going through a schedule before you've really seen how the team's going to actually come together and who's going to step up. But this is a team that it's going to be a tough game week 9, man. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough. I definitely got them with an L as well.
And
they match up pretty evenly.
Why the hell don't the Bears have a bye until week 14?
That is ridiculous.
Definitely did that to them.
Come on, man.
They want to get their games out the way. They think we just gonna be trash. Get those guys games out the way. They can rest at the end of the season.
Week 10, we already talked about the Lions. Week 10, we play the Lions again. This is another dub. We're not gonna lose in Detroit. That's another dub.
Let's get
That's
it, baby.
Detroit's a terrible ass city with a mediocre ass team. We got it.
Oh no, man! Y'all gotta be careful, though, man. Hey, everything comes to an end, bro. It's gonna be new. This is a new
no lie
team.
though.
Don't be surprised if they get this first victory from us. Don't be
No
surprised.
lie. They were playing. They were in a lot of games last year. It's just that
this is true.
they
All
fucked up
jokes
a lot of
aside.
games. They was in some games last year. So
Yeah, it ain't gonna be easy as we think, but it's still Detroit, low key though.
It's Detroit. Come on, man. It's Detroit. Week 11 against Atlanta.
Ooh, that's a win. That's definitely a win. Atlanta. Nobody ever. You know what happened to Atlanta? That Super Bowl against Tom Brady happened to Atlanta. I know they lost.
They've never been the same since.
They ain't been the same since, bro. They should have been to at least 2-3 Super Bowls. Man, Tom Brady just hurt the whole city of Atlanta, bro. He did it worse than Mike Vick. It's just the same. It's just a shame, but that's a dub for us. Who cares?
Yeah, man. That man. Yeah, after the whole Super Bowl thing. Man, they would, because think about what they had last year. I understand the offensive line wasn't even all that damn good. I understand the defense was questionable. But come on, man. Not last year, the year prior. They had Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, and then they still had a number of weapons on the offensive side and didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. It was just sad, bro. Sad.
But that's the type of game where they'll show up and look like the greatest offensive team in the world against the Bears for some reason.
And then lose the game in the fourth quarter, though. That's what they do. We know Atlanta.
Fair enough. New York Jets, week 12. This is another noon game, 11:27.
Oh yeah. No. Hey, they spent money, man. Them boys. Yeah. I think that ain't gonna. That's another set. To me, I think it's gonna be good for Justin Fields to be like, hell no, I'm the best second-year quarterback. Because everybody, that's gonna be the conversation amongst these quarterbacks all year round. Who's performing like this? Who's doing this? Oh, and leading up to this game, even though it's 1 o'clock, they still gonna be saying, hey, is Zach Wilson better? Is he having a better season than Justin Fields? So this gonna be Justin Fields along with the New England game. You know what I'm saying? As another game, he got to come in here and be like, hell no, you're not better than me. I was the best quarterback in that draft. Remember when Pat Mahomes was counting out how many picks they you know what I'm saying, it took before he got up to them? Fields need to be doing the same thing.
First of all, let's just say this. Justin Fields, I think, got a better upside than Zach Wilson. I think he got a better, I think athletically, it just makes him a head and shoulders above him. And I think the Bears take this game. I think it's a tough game. Bears take this game.
Okay.
The Bears take it.
Now, after this game against the Jets, the Bears finished the season with, out of their next 5 games, 4 of them are at home to finish out the season. Only 1 away game. But we start that homestand against the Patriots. Now, this is the game. I'm probably going to be in Chicago for this game. I'm just going to let y'all know. This is the day before my birthday. There's nothing like a game in Chicago in the winter against Green Bay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the Bears playing the Packers at home the day before my birthday, December 4th at noon.
That'll be.
They have to get this win. I need them to get this win, especially if I'm in the building. I need them to get this win,
and they need to do it convincingly too.
Listen, I don't even care to convince them. I don't give a damn if they find a way to win by a fraction of a point. I just need them to win against Green Bay. I don't care what the margin is. I need to see 1 sack on Aaron Rodgers and a victory. That's what I need to see.
That's it. That's all, baby.
I think you got a good chance to see that victory on that day too.
I'm calling it right now. Montgomery goes for 125 yards in this game.
I think it's gonna be. Honestly, with all this stuff that's going to be going on and all those challenges that the Bears going run into, I think definitely past the week 2 matchup against the Green Bay Packers, they'll definitely be more prepared to take them on at home.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I said this second game is going to be a more interesting, more competitive game right here. They've been through a whole bunch of wars this week 13. Here come this fool again. Big Haize in the crowd.
With the cheese.
You know what I'm saying? We got it. Yeah. This is our last chance to probably get him. We probably ain't making the playoffs. I think we take them out this game, baby. Let's beat Green Bay. I'm tired of them cheesehead motherfuckers.
Man, listen, I hate the cheesehead motherfuckers. All right, moving on. We got a bye week next week, but we come back from that still at home against the Eagles.
Oof. Ooh, the Eagles, that's going to be a tough game, too. I think that's going to probably be a L. Me being a Chicago Bears fan, I wish they win every game. But I'm going to call it and be $100. And the Philadelphia Eagles going to be tough next season. They're going to be up there competing for that NFC East title. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles in this game right here. Coming off that it's just a letdown coming off from a big game like Green Bay. Than going to play the fifth.
But you have that. I want to say
you
that bye week is going to help them.
This is going to be.
I feel you.
This is going to be Eberflus' big test. Every year that Matt Nagy was the Chicago Bears coach, he came out of the damn bye week looking like these boys went on vacation in Cancun. They were always unprepared, undisciplined, and they looked like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like they wasn't even ready to show up and play a game. Eberflus, this would be a big test to let us know if you actually took the bye week seriously and prepared for the next opponent.
It sucks that the bye week is so late. That's a late in the season bye week.
For real. Man. Usually week 7, week 8 with us.
Like, but I guess now that we have 18 weeks instead of the 17, like you're gonna have later and later bye weeks. But damn, man, that's crazy.
That is fucking crazy.
All right. Next week, still at home, the day before Christmas against the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, y'all better enjoy y'all family because it ain't happening.
Winter Soldier, baby. Winter Soldier.
Look, Buffalo Bills. Look, they just on another tier, and I'm gonna be realistic. They just on another level, man.
They're just I mean, they're a better team. If
they pull it out, I'm waking up on Christmas with hangover. So,
listen. If the Bears win against New England on Monday Night Football and beat the Bills this season, oh man, listen, the amount of tequila I'm consuming, y'all gonna be looking like, hey man, we may have to drive to go check on Haize. Did he just finish a whole bottle of tequila in one gulp? Yep, because I'm getting drunk as hell because I'm gonna be happy as a motherfucker.
Hey man, I'm gonna be still drunk on Christmas.
That Bills game gonna be ugly, bro. That's gonna
be
inexperienced. Like, don't get me wrong. I have high hopes for the Bears secondary. I have high hopes for a lot of our young players, but they're young and they're inexperienced against a team like the Bills. Listen, we finna get carved up. Well, it's not Thanksgiving, ain't no turkey, but we finna get this game could be ugly.
Yeah, this game definitely could be ugly.
Like, I'm definitely not traveling to Chicago to watch this game because I don't know.
Don't waste your money, ladies and gentlemen. Don't waste your money.
Don't even do that. That's gonna be an ugly game.
We just gotta wait to see how the season go for that one.
Yeah, for sure. Week 17 at Detroit.
That's a win. They can't beat us in their own building. The best chance they got. The best chance they got to beat us in Soldier Field. They definitely can't beat us over there in that dome. So this is gonna be another win for the Chicago.
C-Dubb said they don't even want to play there.
The confidence in which C-Dubb said they're like, oh, they can't beat us at home. Like, damn, man, shit.
It's just facts. We always beat them at what is that, Ford Field over there? Or Superdome? What is that over there?
Ugly ass field. That's
facts though.
Yeah, that's a victory for us, big dog.
Okay. All right, Bobby.
I say Dub. Look, It is what it is. I don't believe in Jared Goff. It is what it is, man.
Who does?
I just don't believe. I don't believe in Detroit. So it is what it is.
Now, if I'm not,
go ahead, big dog.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, by the games that I've had the Bears winning going into Week 18, the Bears will have 7 wins. This could be their 8th win, finish the season out against the Vikings.
Book it.
Book it.
I that'll be my selection, man. 8 wins.
Okay.
That's my pick.
No
8
way.
wins.
I'm saying that's a L from the Vikings.
Man, it's gonna be a couple of them games. You be like, damn, the Bears really won this game. You never know. It always happens in the NFL, man. It's always that one week where one of the top teams don't show up, and the average team or below average team shock the world. Come on, C-Dubb.
Hey, but I know what y'all said about Kirk Cousins. Who said that? Was you, nephew? You said Kirk Cousins. You don't believe in him, but Kirk Cousins is a winning quarterback, man. He's not. Of course, he's not an elite. He has some big moments. He got some big moments. What about that long game-winning touchdown pass he threw to what's that guy? He playing Buffalo Bills now. Yes.
You talking about, bro? First of all, you don't tackle if a guy jump in the air. Why the hell you tackling with your head down? But the point is, it took until last year against the Bears for this man to win a primetime game. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins, my guy. I'm sorry.
I think it's
he gonna do his thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he hot garbage, but I'm gonna say when things get a little tight, he ain't that guy. Come on, cuz.
They got that running back. They got Thielen out there, man. Thielen seems to get like 100 catches every year. Who throwing him the ball? Kirk Cousins. Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl.
But when things get thick,
I like
he ain't
Kirk
that
Cousins.
guy.
I like Kirk Cousins.
Come on now. He got his win against the Bears against Matt Nagy.
That don't count.
No, that is the Chicago Bears 2022-23 schedule. This is we heard for so long the Bears had one of the weakest schedules. If this is the weakest, I hate to see what the toughest schedule in the
for sure. Yeah,
they set us right up for the okie doke.
Man, I'm looking forward to the Bears having a high draft pick next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, though? I will say this. Like, to Bobby's point that he made earlier, there's going to be a couple of games in which the Bears pull out that we just don't expect. And right now, it'd be crazy to predict that the Bears are going to make the playoffs or do anything like that with all the questions that we have this season. I'm just excited. Looking at the schedule, the Bears are going to be tested this season. The secondary is going to be tested. The O-line is going to be tested. Justin Fields is going to be tested. We know all season long because, listen, he's the man now. Like, that's what it is. This is Justin Fields' opportunity coming into the season being the clear starter. What are you going to do with it? And looking at the schedule, regardless of what the win-loss record ends up being, this is a season that's meant to be about progression. It's meant to be to see how players go. So many prove-it deals on this team that it's really set up to say, all right, we're going to really know what we have, and it's going to give Poles a great opportunity to know what he has to go after next year in the free agency. And I don't want to look too far ahead of that because we have a whole season and preseason to go through. But, yes, the Bears don't project to make the playoffs. The Bears don't project to be one of the best teams in the NFL. We all knew this. If you had any hopes that was going to change somehow by the schedule being released, you just weren't paying attention to the tea leaves, my brothers. And I don't mean y'all that, I mean the viewers. Like, that's really what this boils down to. But it was fun to talk about the schedule and everything, but at the end of the day, it's all about what we see game to game. What do we see Justin Fields learning over the course of the season? What do we learn about Mooney? Montgomery's looking to get paid possibly. Like, do the Bears give him that contract? The young players, defensive players that we drafted, even the young offensive players in Velus Jones, like, what do we actually have in them? And that's what this season is built around and really meant to be and give us. So,
yeah, greatly said. For me, also, this is going to be key. The two major things that we're going to be looking for in this season. Justin Fields, we want you to progress to be a leader, like Haize says, and be go up a tier in the quarterback conversation. Go up a couple tiers if you can. And also on Poles, we looking at them DBs, bro, from the jump. If they don't come out by, come on, let me get in with you. If about a fourth week, if we don't see, like, man, yeah, these guys are going to be good, we're going to have a problem, Mr. Poles. We're going to have a problem.
My boy says it's going to be
C-Dubb is just, I'm telling you,
I ain't letting it go.
C-Dubb is going to show up at the Bears office. Like, hey, Ryan, let me holler at you real quick. Ryan Poles is going to be looking like, how'd you get past it? Who is this? C-Dubb going to be like, oh, player, come on at me for a second.
Man.
Because why did you pass? They passed on Pickens. Like,
for real, gonna go crazy.
Oh man, nonetheless. Any last thoughts, Bobby? Before we go?
Man, I just want to see this team be a disciplined team. Last year we were undisciplined, too many damn celebrations, and not enough production. That time is over with. We tired of hearing. We trying to see what the hell we have or hyping it up. We need results. I don't expect that. If we make the playoffs, that'll be great. But we just want to see the foundation be laid out for what's to come. We get, like you mentioned, we gave out a bunch of prove-it deals. Now, some of these guys go out and prove it. If you ain't proving nothing, get your ass out of here. We're going to get somebody else in here that's going to do the damn job. We've been talking since 85, damn it. We tired of him. I wasn't even born yet, goddamn.
I wasn't even born yet.
Like, hey, man, I don't want to hear nothing more about no refrigerator Perry. I'm tired of hearing about the fridge.
or the Super Bowl shuffle, damn it.
I don't want to see it.
Come on, we need to see something new.
We got this comment from Ben and LJ. He says, facts, OG. If I see these DBs get flame sprayed and Pickens ball out, listen.
My guy.
I said C-Dubb gonna show up at Ryan Pohl's office. Let Pickens ball out, and our DBs don't look like shit by the end of the season. I'm flipping somebody and something. Like you gonna see on the news. There was a young light-skinned black male with freckles who showed up at the Chicago Bears Stadium and punched Ryan Poles in the face. Like that's literally what you're gonna see. Y'all gonna be like, man, listen, who got the bail money, man? We need to get Haize out of here, bro. Like, who got the bail money? Because I'm telling, I was so high on Pickens. If Pickens shows up this season, listen, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. We got another comment here before we go from Funkbringer. First of all, with a name like that, you better be listening to some good music. By the way, Kendrick drops tonight at midnight, so be on the lookout for that. He says we're gonna do a lot better. We're gonna do a lot better than the national media thinks. We believe in Justin. That is a great comment. Listen. I hope you're right. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, just imagine if the Bears mess around. I don't even need them to actually qualify for the wild card. But if down the stretch of the season, we're like, hey, the Bears, if they win 2 out of the next 3, they could possibly be a wild card team. I'll take that this season.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that's like a ceiling for this year's Bears? It's like a wild card or straight off making the playoffs? What y'all think about
wild card is the absolute ceiling for that. I wouldn't be willing to say just make the playoffs straight out. I think if the Bears even if they're like in the season 1 game out of the wild card, they're over accomplishing more than what most people think they're going to do this season.
And I'm with y'all on the same thing, man. That'll be the ceiling for us. Like I mentioned before, man, just play hard, play smart, and be disciplined, damn it. And it's over with for all that goofy, laid back stuff. It's time to be about some business.
Yeah. That's definitely what it's about. And this season, I think we really learned, not necessarily because Justin Fields is going to continue to evolve for the next handful of years, but I think by the end of the season, we really need to know, like, okay, Justin is that dude. Like, he is that
for
dude.
real though.
Yeah, that dude.
Also, Keynote, who else is going to be under fire? Eddie Jackson.
That's a good point. You're right.
I think Eddie Jackson needs to really perform this year. Like, if he doesn't, I think we need to think about moving this guy. Like, he had an awesome first year, and it's been going downhill ever since then. This is his show up year, right? After he got that money, it started going down.
Health has played a part in that a little bit, though. Let's.
Yeah,
I'm not. Not majorly, but a little
bit. But I think he's better than what he's put out on the field. I think he's a lot better.
Sure. I just worry that if we do get rid of him, he's gonna go to another team and ball out.
That's what happens all the time.
So I hope with the defensive-minded coach and Eberflus that he really can get that under.
Hey, that'd be nice to see.
Yeah. Let's hope so. Brandon L. Jet got another comment, though. He says, we all flipping tables, Haize. I got the bail money. I'm good for. Well, I'm glad somebody got it.
We appreciate you, big dog.
Man, listen, y'all think I get fired up over, like, this is why, because I love the Chicago Bulls. I started Chicago Bulls because I love the Bulls. I bleed the Bulls. But I was a football player. I look at football completely different. I get emotionally, like, every play. I used to get emotionally invested in every game when it comes to basketball. Every play I'm emotionally invested when it comes to football. If we ever live stream during the game, I guarantee y'all gonna be looking at me like, this motherfucker is really crazy. Like, he's just really crazy. Like, he was just fine on first down, third down. You just threw a bottle, Haize? Like, that's how shit go. Like, man. Oh wait, Steve-O got a hot take here. He says Eddie was never that good. He only good with the dominant D line.
I think you could say that for every defensive back, though. It's just a couple. It's just a few. You got Darrelle Revis and Ed Reed and people like that. They're special. But if your defensive line ain't making pressure, eventually the receiver is going to get open. So I think Eddie Jackson is for sure a good above average good player, dude.
I think that with the side being in last year, he tried to be like a Vic Fangio type DC, but he was not that guy. Like he wasn't horrible, but the person they had lined up next to Eddie Jackson, in my opinion, wasn't a for sure strong safety. Somebody that can drop down and you let Eddie Jackson do what the hell he gonna do and then roam the field. There were plenty times on his break on that great year that he had before the fall. The man was just roaming the field and he was making plays. Now you get Eberflus back in. You draft Brisker, who is not afraid to tackle, but he tackling NFL men now. So we'll see what the hell's going on. But you get Eddie Jackson back in his normal position, and you see what happens.
All right, fair enough. Funkbringer got to take on Eddie too. He said Eddie doesn't just have to play well; he has to be a leader and mentor on D. Otherwise, peace out. Yeah, I mean, at this point,
you can't say it better than that.
And yeah, Eddie has gone from being on a team that had a lot of veterans on that defense to you that dude now. Like really in a lot of ways, you are that dude now. So yeah,
especially with those two rookies coming in.
Yeah.
So if they struggling, he got to.
And he has to during training camp, during preseason, during the beginning of the season, he has to pull those guys to the side and not just yell at them or anything, but tell them what they did wrong. Say, hey, this is where you read this wrong. This is what you should have did here. I want to see some actual mentorship because listen, it's going to be huge to the development of those rookies, but it's also going to help him out in the long run to help excel their development. He needs to be in their ear every step of the way. I agree with that wholeheartedly, 100%.
Absolutely.
All right, we getting comments towards the end here. I like this. Steve-O in the building says, I mean to be called a ball hawk. You gotta go get the ball. Most of his picks now, and even since college, falls in his lap.
Steve-O.
Listen, I usually Steve-O is. I will say this because Steve-O is a big contributor over on Chicago Bull Central. He knows his sports, so I don't usually disagree with Steve-O. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can rock with you on this one, bro.
No way.
I don't know if I can rock with you.
I could point on one instance. I remember. Just why I say Detroit can never beat us. This happened in Detroit. He actually used his head, and he was already on the run before the quarterback even threw the ball. Which is just like he didn't throw it to his lap. He actually used his film session and his knowledge of the game to get to that spot and intercept the ball and actually scored the touchdown. It was a pick six for the game winner. I think it was a Thanksgiving game. I think Eddie Jackson, you definitely downplaying Eddie Jackson.
I mean, hey, listen, everybody has their players where they just don't buy the hype in. And you know, Steve-O may just not be it, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So first there it goes. Unc Up says, "Sup? What's going on, Unc?"
Hey, he came on, rock with us on the draft. He ain't had no picture. We asked him to put a face on it. He put a face on it. Shout out to you, my guy.
Big up
right now. What's going on, Unc? Steve-O says, "Watch the tape." Hey, I feel you. Hey, Steve. Hey, if it's in the tape, but I'm just saying from what I've seen from Eddie Jackson, I can't say that everything just falls in his lap. That man goes out there and gets some stuff. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have time, and that's with every D-back, right? Everybody has some times where they just get lucky, but I just see Eddie Jackson as being more skilled than that personally.
Absolutely.
And you know, Brandon L. Jet comes in. He says, "I disagree, Steve-O. That 2018 defense, Eddie Jackson was hunting for that ball for pick sixes. That's what I got, and maybe." To Steve-O's point, to throw him a little bell, maybe that 2018 season was just so amazing that's just what's still cooked in my brain. I don't know.
Maybe,
I'm just saying.
I like Steve-O. I like Steve-O, right?
Hey, listen, he says proven wrong though. See,
that's my type.
That's facts though.
Facts. I mean, everything comes down to it. What happens on the field? That's what matters. So
I respect that big
dog. Go out there and do that thing. You got to go out there and do that thing. And that's really what it boils down to. The best way to coming into this season, if we're going to put a phrase on this Bear season, it's prove it. That's it.
That's for everybody.
That's for every single player. Every single player.
To bottom.
Coaches.
It's a prove it year for everyone.
Yes.
So that's it. That's it. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us for this draft. I mean, not draft. I missed the draft. That was y'all. The schedule release live stream. We're gonna be looking to do more live streams. Listen, the season's still 4 months away. Preseason is a couple months away now, right?
Preseason a couple months.
End of July.
Okay.
Early August.
So yeah. So I mean, we'll be ramping up. We'll maybe do a couple of random live streams depending on if there's some big news or anything going on. But otherwise, hey, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, especially since we started this channel so far before it was like 7 months before the season started when we started this channel. Oh man. So thanks to C-Dubb Bobby for joining, rocking with me as always, man. Bobby, go ahead. You do it the best in the business. Give them the social media before we head out.
Go ahead and head over to the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys and follow us on all social media platforms at Cognac Boys. Then slide on over, hit my boy CEO Haize up and hit that thing. And then share with your mama's mama, your mama's mama, and your mama's mama. Come on now. Y'all know what to do.
All right. That's it. Make sure you're following us on every social media platform at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, chicagobearcentral@gmail.com. If you want to leave us a text or voicemail, you can do so at 773-270-2799. Now, the voicemail will say Chicago Bulls Central. I need to change the voicemail to say either. It's for either or. Let us know which one. Maybe, hey, if we pop off, I may have to make it its own one specific for that. But get us anything, your thoughts on the draft, your thoughts on the schedule release, your thoughts on the upcoming season. It's going to be a fun season. You're going to be rocking with the Cognac Boys and Haize through that season. We guarantee you we're going to add and make it a little bit more fun for you guys. But that's been it for us for today. Thank you so much. Yes, we out this mug. Peace, y'all.
Yes, sir. Big up.
Oh, to address Brandon LJ, he says turn on the super chat. We have actually not qualified for the super chat yet on this channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers, which I think we're like 14 away. So y'all go tell y'all mamas, y'all go tell y'all cousins, y'all go tell y'all friends. Go subscribe to Chicago Bear Central so we can turn the super chat function on. But we out, y'all. Peace, y'all.